everybody, it's me, Vyvy, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I hope you subscribe and you stay along for this imaginary ride that's on, I don't know where it's going. And if it's not your first time here, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting. Let's get into this video. So, yesterday I made a video about my passion and my one true love, which is chemistry, and I really do love chemistry so much. And yesterday was more a video about how and why I ended up studying chemistry, more focusing on the reason why I chose it and why I'm so connected to it. And today I wanted to talk about my aspirations with chemistry, because I don't know about everybody else in this career path and people who come from similar backgrounds as me, but in my life when I was growing up, science wasn't portrayed as something that, oh yeah, it's so profitable and it's just, you could be a scientist, things like that. That was like things for extremely smart, rich people who weren't from the Caribbean in my head, in the way that I was brought up. And like I said yesterday, it was more that the only things in science that you could be successful in, from what I was taught, was you could be a medical doctor or maybe like a pharmacist, even an engineer, an architect. Maybe more in later years, of course, IT and IT techs became something in science that people would look up to. But if you wanted to study chemistry and biology, people would say you can't come back to Belize and you can't do that for a living. So what am I planning to do with that in mind? How will I become a person who works in society and contributes to society? And it's not a straightforward answer that I could give. All I know is that this is what I want to do, and I know this video is supposed to be like, oh, my aspirations and why I want to be a chemist and everything like that. But saying I want to become a chemist is such a broad title that I chose. I want to be a chemist because, first of all, that's my passion. That's something I like, and apparently it's something that I'm good at. And I'm not just saying this because, like, oh, I think I'm good at this and that. But with the evidence, with the results, looking at what I've done with my life so far, the results just show that I'm good at doing this, and if it's something I love and I'm good at it, I'm gonna stick with it. I hope I didn't come across as full of myself. It's just, I just really love chemistry. The parts of chemistry that really interest me is the theoretical parts, a lot of things that have to do with calculating stuff, physical chemistry, the idea of it. I am terrified of sorry, here in lip gloss again. I'm terrified of theoretical stuff in exams and test papers and stuff like that. So phys chem, I was terrified of taking that class. I really like thinking about the theoretical science, the things that you could try and calculate, but it's based on a whole bunch of assumptions. It's like nothing is certain and you just have to be prepared for anything to change. That's something that I really like, but it's something that I can't take the pressure of. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Let me know down below. But I like hearing about history, historical topics and things like that, but I would not pick it as a major. I would never be a history major because it seems like a ton of pressure on myself to remember all these dates and things. So that's how I see physical chemistry. But I think if it was just my job to theorize and to do a bunch of fun calculations, I know that sounds like a contradictory sentence to a lot of people, but if I could just do a bunch of fun calculations and say, well, if this was true, then all this stuff could happen. I love that idea. I also like things that have to do with bettering the environment, bettering the earth. So environmental chemistry is something that I really do like. I want to pursue that. And if I could somehow merge the two and just like take like my physical chemistry background or analytical chemistry background and say, well, if this is true, then if we do this to this water source, then we could get the infinite fresh water system. I just think that's I don't know. I like that stuff. For a while when I thought of chemistry, I was really into organic chemistry, and I think I was really into this because my teacher in high school was an organic chemist, and then one of the first chemistry teachers that taught me in university is an organic chemist. And organic chemistry, I guess, it was always easy for me because I could see the way my teachers talked about it and how they expressed different things in the subject, it just felt like it just made sense in my head. I could see these things the way they were showing us. I was really into synthetic organic chemistry because I was into, maybe in the future I could make a bunch of pharmaceutical stuff. I could maybe study things that could have medical use, because I really think that chemistry opens the door to a bunch of medical advancements along with biochemistry. There's thunder again. I don't know if the mic could pick this up. But yeah, I really had a passion for this. But then as time went on, I realized that it's a really very densely populated section of chemistry. There are so many organic chemists in the world, and big up to them. The rain's about to start falling. Big up to all the organic chemists in the world. They really have their jobs cut out for them. But I don't know. I feel like, okay, let's be real. I'm not gonna be the best. I'm not going to be the best chemist in the world, right? But I want to do something where I know I could have a positive impact, and my impact is seen not in the public eye, but it's like, if I didn't do this, something else wouldn't happen, or if I didn't do this, it wouldn't have prevented something from happening. So I want to end up working in a lab doing research and studying. I took a class last semester that I saw exactly how much chemistry is needed in environmental studies. It puts everything into perspective for everybody. Whoa, this is the first time I've experienced rain like this in Barbados. It's like God doesn't want me to make this video. It's like, shut up, stop talking about yourself. Yeah, but because I don't know if you know this, but we really messed up this earth the minute we discovered fire. It was over. Humans, let's be clear. I won't sit here and be like, yeah, I want to work in this chemistry research lab in the University of Oxford, and I want to help to discover the first hydrogen efficient fuel cell, blah blah blah. I can't say that. I just know what I like, and I will try everything in my power to end up studying this. I'd like to travel the world. I'd like to be able to implement things that I love into the research that I will end up doing. So if I end up studying water, or if I end up studying air molecules, I would hope that I would be able to go to different parts of the world and study their air molecules, you know. And yesterday I said that I'm not in it for the money, and I know a lot of people value success by how much money you make or your title that you end up with. I value different things than, I guess, people who value money. So my view of what success is, I guess, would be just being able to be a functioning adult, contribute to my society, and be able to live comfortably. And I don't mean have so much money that I don't know what to do with it. I just want to be able to work and have money that I could own my own house, and it doesn't have to be a mansion. I could have pets and they could live and survive, and if they got sick, I could take them to the vet, and if I got sick, I could afford health care. That's how success looks for me in my future. And as long as I'm happy and I'm doing what I love, that's it. That's my aspiration. I just want to be happy. I want to be doing what I love. Yeah. Right now I love chemistry, and as a scientist, somebody said this to me, can't remember who. I have an okay memory, I don't have a great memory, but somebody said this to me, right? They said, it was probably another scientist, they said, we're scientists, so we must go based on the evidence. So I live by that. I live by, as a scientist, I can't say for sure, yeah, this is A, B, C. I feel like as humans we should be able to change our minds fluently and not really have to explain exactly why. And in the future, if I decide like maybe chemistry isn't for me, as long as I know that I'm being happy, that's fine. And I think there's a lot of pressure out there to choose a path and stick with it, and if you don't stick with it, well, you give up. But what if in the future you get facts, you get statistics that you know this won't make you happy, or you know that if you go through the path you're currently on, you'll end up regretting it. Like, yeah, so I guess this is my little encouragement statement as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not hurting yourself, keep at what you're doing and have confidence in yourself, and just make sure you listen to what you want truly. Aspirations are things like you aspire to do. It's not a set thing like this is a goal. No, your aspirations are things that can change based on small or big changes that are happening in the present. That's my aspirations. Let me know down below what your aspirations are, if you have any yet, and if you haven't, like, what's your thought process right now? Yeah, another aspiration I have that I should probably mention is that I want to be a teacher at some point in time. So I'd have my degrees, and then afterwards I'd be able to work in a university, end up producing more research with students underneath me, and pass on the passion that I have for chemistry. And in Belize, people don't really like chemistry, or at least when I was there, and a lot of students look down on it. And if no, sorry my accent, and if they do like chemistry, we're basically told that yeah, you could become successful, but just not in Belize. I'd like to build a foundation where chemists, biologists, just people who aren't medical doctors, engineers and stuff like that could go back to Belize and give back to the community. Let me know what you think. Comment whatever you want to comment down below. Let me know if you have any other suggestions on what you want me to talk about. I'm using Vyvy's vlogs time to just talk about basically anything. I don't usually like talking about myself on camera because I get like really jumpy, and if it's something I love like chemistry, I end up talking really fast and then some people can't understand me. But yeah, I'll talk about anything. I'm thinking for tomorrow's vlog to talk about a time when I got harassed at a bus station. So it's more serious, but yeah. Anything you want to comment down below, comment down below. Subscribe, like this video if you like it, dislike this video if you didn't like it, so that I could know what you want to see. And yeah, are you ready? Should I send it off? Should I end the video? Bye!